Alright, in this video, let's talk about personal authority. As a man, you need personal authority. Now, this doesn't mean that you have to be the ruler of the free world. You don't have to be any sort of Superman. You can put your pants on one leg at a time. You can, work an 8-hour shift, do a regular job, have a boss. That's okay. That's all just fine. But when you get home, when you are in your realm, doesn't matter how big that realm is. That realm could be a 1,000 square foot apartment. If you're in New York City, it could be a 700 square foot apartment. But when you are in your realm, you are the leader of that realm. So you have personal authority. You take responsibility. You take the lead. Especially when you have a woman in your life, you need to be her leader. You need to be her rock. You need to be the spine of her surrender, if I'm going to wax poetic for a moment. That's really important. So when you're in a relationship with a woman, you need to be planning, and you need to continue to set up and create romance. This idea that courtship never ends. That's true. You cannot think simply because you marry a woman that all bets are off. I think one of the biggest challenges a lot of marriages face is when kids come up. Kids are just naturally interference between mom and dad. Mom and dad still need to spend time away and go on adventures, go out on the town and have some quiet time together. Not going and sitting in some movie theater watching some garbage satanic programming, not doing anything other than staying focused on each other and continuing to keep the flame, the love, alive. So when you're a man, you need to realize that you have to keep planning that, keep creating it. Men are the idealists and women are the realists. So women love romance, but you have to make it. You have to create it. They love that more. If they have to think up the romance, it's not great. Because women, they want a mystery. This whole idea of attraction, this idea that they want to go through this process of, does this man really love me? He's super busy. He's got a lot of things going on. He's got mission. He's on a mission. He's doing these things. Does he need help? Can I help him? Would he want me to help him? All of these things are important. And if you have personal authority, you make the direction. So, for example, if your woman comes to you and she says, "Well, I'm thinking about," or she's like, oh, I've just been kind of climbing the walls here. I've been cooped up in this house for so long. It shouldn't really even come to that. You should be taking her out. I don't care how wiped out you are from work. Maybe try to figure out some way where you can increase your energy level and be able to work 8-10 hours a day, and then come home and go out and spend an hour or two out in the town with your woman, or arrange it so that you have better work. Start doing, face up to whatever it is. Don't do what the weak men do. Don't blame your lack of success or your lack of results on your woman. I'm not going to say that a woman, the wrong woman for you, cannot hold you down, but I'm saying that you have to really, really be honest with yourself and take full responsibility for everything in your life and do what you need to do to succeed, and don't blame it on your woman. So this idea that, you go to her and say, on a Friday night, you go, hey, you know what? I'm guessing you've been kind of cooped up, or let's go out, let's go do something. I was thinking, let's go down to this pizza place and let's get pizza, or let's go down to this Chinese place and let's get some Chinese food, or let's go down to this Indian restaurant and get some Indian food, and then, let's go for a walk down by the park. And if she says, oh, well, I'm not really in the mood for Chinese, you say, well, okay, how about Italian food then? Or something. Like, you have a plan A, a plan B, and man, if she's really choosy, maybe you need a plan C. But the idea that you are creating these things, you need to be keeping your own schedule. You need to be shopping and buying your own clothes. Your wife shouldn't be buying your own clothes. Your wife shouldn't be, yes, she's your helper, so she should be helping you with things, maybe administrative tasks, this, that, and the other thing. But I think you should be controlling your money, the money of the house. This idea that maybe you could set up an allowance for each of you for just whatever, for buying gifts and things in secret. But there should be one account that you manage for the family. You have to be trustworthy and a trustee for those things, and do your very best to do that. So never should it be where you ask your wife, well, what do you think we should do? Or if it's like if it's an important decision, I think you should really be figuring these things out on your own. You should maybe have a collection of other men that you trust, that you can go to with masculine problems. Don't rely on your wife to be your psychologist or your psychotherapist. That's not what her job is. And I also always say that if there's an issue that's going on and you've got some things happening, just let her know. Say, there's some stuff going on. I don't want to burden you with it. It's a challenge at the moment, but I'll be able to handle it. I can take care of it. Don't worry about it. Now, what that's going to do, that's going to increase her attraction for you, her respect for you. And that's the other thing too. You should really demand respect. And if your wife is not respecting you, know that it's probably because you did something unloving. So you need to ask questions and say, whoa, I'm detecting some disrespect from you at the moment. Did I do something that was unloving? And if she just tries to play it off, no, it's nothing. Say, no, really, I want to know. And be playful with it. If she keeps putting you off, just tickle her or do something funny, and just say, I'm going to sit here until I find out what it is. Get her to open up, because when she opens up and spills out her feelings on you, that wave comes out. And I'm not saying that you should allow her to attack you. And when she's attacking you, say, whoa, you're attacking me. Talk about your feelings. I want to hear about your feelings. What are you feeling right now? Why do you think you're feeling that way? Did I do anything to create those feelings? Go deeper. Be strong. Be her rock. You can stand there and withstand her negative feelings. It doesn't mean you're not her doormat. Do not ever allow her to be disrespectful. You must maintain the respect. And if she just continues and you cannot seem to keep her respect, then you probably need to move to a different relationship. The two of you aren't a good fit. So I talk about a good fit and all this in my book, The Sacred Bedroom, or excuse me, The Sex Education You Never Received. Get a copy of it below. And that's it for this video. If you liked it, please like, subscribe, share. And as always, the light in me honors the light in you. Peace.